Hello everybody, I'm going to present a SADIE strategy called Anticipatory Guide. Yay! Okay, so what is Anticipatory Guide? I can't even say that, but I have a hard time saying it. Okay, so this is when students are given previous information, whether it was a reading selection, a lecture, or video. Okay, and so once they've learned some information, they are then given statements based off of that information, and they either say they agree with the statement or disagree with the statement. Okay, and so key thing is students need to have previous information presented to them. So this is kind of like the after check. Now there are some benefits for the students as well as for the teacher when using that anticipatory guide. For instance, for students there's memory, right? They have to recall information, clarifying. They're going to have time to review, like, do I know this or do I not know it? Or, oh, I thought I knew it, but now I know that this is what I actually should know. This is also going to let the students evaluate their note-taking skills, right? Because they're going to have time to review their notes and then see if their notes were effective for the strategy. Some students might be surprised, and that's going to help them become better note-takers. Another teacher benefit is this is going to allow me to determine whether or not their note-taking skills are effective. I believe that any student, whether they're going to be college bound or career bound or, work readiness, they need to have note-taking skills because that promotes critical thought. Another major component about this strategy for teacher benefits is that it pinpoints areas of focus. And what I mean by that is as a class, I'll be able to determine whether or not there's parts of the lesson that I need to review based on the feedback that I get from the students. And so I think that's very easy and fun to do because the students were literally going to tell me and show me, hey, this is the part where we struggle with this statement, and that's just how we're going to pinpoint it. So it just gives me an in-the-moment evaluation of student understanding. Okay, so just to give you some background knowledge before I demonstrate my strategy, the previous lessons the students viewed a Prezi presentation called I'll Take a Double Patty Cheeseburger, which goes over the format of a basic essay. And so I'll give you an example. The top button of the hamburger, cheeseburger, or vegetarian burger is actually the introductory paragraph, right? The bottom button is the concluding paragraph. So everything in between are different components like the topic sentence, concrete details, commentary sentences, concluding sentences. Each ingredient corresponds with one of those terms for writing an essay. So students will have taken notes at this point about what that is. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute, not really a minute, but just a few seconds. I'm going to go ahead and start presenting on this strategy and see if you can figure it out. Good morning, class. How's everybody doing today? Good? Okay. Yeah. Did anything interesting happen over the weekend? No? Nobody wants to talk today. Okay, everybody's gonna be shy. Okay. Well, I guess I can share my interesting weekend. I went to a pumpkin patch with my kids, my two-year-old son and my daughter who's 8 and my husband. And my husband told them, okay, you guys can pick any pumpkin you want as long as you can carry it. So my 2-year-old son starts walking towards these giant pumpkins. And he says, Mom, I can get pumpkin, a small one. I can carry. I mean, he was determined and ambitious. But of course, he wasn't able to lift that thing at all. So we ended up walking back to the little pumpkins. I just thought it was cute and it was interesting, how he just really wanted to get the big pumpkin. Okay, so that was my story. Now we're going to review some notes. Okay, go ahead and pull out your notes from I'll Take a Double Patty Cheeseburger, the format of a basic essay. Remember, it was from the Prezi presentation. Go ahead and take 3 minutes, review your notes, mainly focus on the body paragraph. Okay, what are the components, right? And then we're going to start this class activity. Okay, so in this class activity, you're going to write agree or disagree below these statements. So I'm going to hand you the sheet. It's going to have a list of the statements, okay? And even if you're not sure if you agree or disagree with the statement, just go ahead and put something. You can be in between. You either agree or disagree, okay? And you're going to work alone for this first part of the activity. Later on, you will work as partners. So right now, go ahead and take a few minutes. Okay. Now, this is the first statement. A body paragraph starts with a concluding sentence. Do you agree or disagree with that statement? If you look at body paragraph, it's underlined, which means it's a key term, right, that we learned through the Prezi presentation. So think about it. Does this statement, is it a true statement or a false statement? Do you agree or disagree? Okay. Statement number 2. In order for my body paragraph to have valid ideas and critical thoughts, I need to include cited evidence from scholarly sources. The evidence is known as concrete details and is the cheese to the cheeseburger essay. Once again, look at the underlined words. We have concrete detail and is the cheese to the cheeseburger essay. Do you agree or disagree with the statement? Okay, now remember, we have 10 statements we need to review. Okay. So here, time is flying by, of course. So here's the 9th statement. A concluding sentence summarizes what the body paragraph is about and leads the reader into the next paragraph. The concluding sentence is best known as the Thousand Island sauce of your cheeseburger essay. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Okay. Good. Does everybody need a little bit more time with this one? Because I know it's a little bit longer. It's like 2 long sentences. Okay, everybody's good? 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 Okay. Yep, okay. All right, the last statement. This is the last one, okay? One of the most important parts of the cheeseburger essay is the topic sentence because it shows critical thought. This part of the essay is where I explain why my piece of evidence is important / significant, and it helps me prove my thesis in 2 to 3 sentences. Do I agree or disagree? Now, this is a very long one. It has a lot of information, okay? So you have to think back. Okay, my notes, the Prezi. Do I remember this information? Okay, take a few seconds. Look up once you're done. Good, good. Okay, awesome. All right, as a class, I want you to put your thumbs up if you feel like you think you answered most of these statements correctly, right? Okay, a few of you. Okay, good, good. Now put a thumbs down if you're like, I'm not sure on most of them. Okay. Put a thumbs down if you thought you could have probably done better notes, right? Because you're like, I don't remember this. I don't remember seeing this in my notes, maybe. Yeah, put a thumbs down. Okay, good. Okay, now I want you to pair up. So on the back of your sheet that I gave you, I want you to go ahead and write your pair names. So write your name plus your pair's name, and then number your sheet 1 through 10. Okay, and I want you to share your choices between your partner. Okay, and defend your choices. So if one of you disagrees and the other one agrees, then I want you to each share your choices as to why. How are you going to do that? You're going to take out your notes, and I want you to go over your notes. Well, this is where it says on my notes, blah, 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 right? So go ahead and defend your choices, okay? We're going to take 10 minutes to do this part, because I really want you to think back to the Prezi, think back to your notes. Now the answer key. I'm going to pull up the answer key right now. Okay, but with your partner, I want you to correct their answers. Okay, so if I put agree for statement number 1 and you put disagree as your partners, I want you to go ahead and write a reason why the answer was incorrect. Okay, so you need to think, why was this wrong? Why did I get it wrong? I want you to think about that. Okay, go ahead and we're going to go ahead and do that for all 10 statements. Okay, the end.